Sagittarius, welcome to your 5 till 12 June general reading with me, Adrian Nelson, the Psychic Tarot Reader. In this general reading, we are looking at career, money, goals, personal relationships, as well as messages from the spirit guides, guardians, and angels for you. All right, so Sag, those of all dealing with a Sag, where have you got Sag in your chart? For interest sakes, my rising is in Sag, which is very interesting because I'm a Cancerian, but it's amazing. I wouldn't change it for anything. All right. So if you come across something in this reading, Sagittarius, that really resonates with you, claim that for yourself by placing your hand on your heart, taking a nice deep breath, and saying yes to it. It's like some of you see none of the cards are coming out. And for me, that normally says that some of you are feeling sort of like maybe stuck. Like despite your best efforts, nothing is working. So let's see what we've got for you here in guidance from the universe. Okay. All right. If any of you are interested in learning card readings or spiritual development, you can always check out the links for my online courses in the description. Alrighty. So for career, money, and goals, we've got the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Okay. So first of all, just to let you know, straight off the cuff, and this is so cool. Sorry, cool. This is so cool because you are starting off with powerful good news. All right, you are starting off with good news. Things are changing in a positive direction for you here. Are life changes taking place? There's a lot of changes that are taking place in your life here at the moment, Sagittarius. A lot. All right. And a lot of those changes may be feeling very sort of like overwhelming. You could be feeling, the sense that I'm getting here is that almost like, let's say this is you, all right? And let's say this crystal is your rose quartz, which is all about love. So it feels like you're standing like here in the middle and everything is like zoom, 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 happening all around you, all right? So it could be feeling very like you have flexed your, even your muscles with patience as far as you can. But I wouldn't be too concerned. For some of you, you might feel, well, I need to do something about this. I need to speak up. I need to make some changes. I need to do some things. Not really necessary, because things are sort of taking care of themselves very much here for you. All right. So I would hold off on, how do I say this? I'm not saying that you shouldn't obviously speak up for yourself and stand up for yourself and stuff like that, but I would hold off on that maybe say 3-4 weeks, because I feel that it's almost like in that period, everything resolves itself. So you actually don't need to have that uncomfortable sort of situation, conversation, make those changes and that sort of stuff. Okay. Now, the thing to remember with energy is that, a lot of times energy, all the time, energy and our belief about ourselves and our worth and our value and where we're going and our mindset and whatever, it expresses itself in our everyday experiences of life. Okay, so there might be some unpleasant things that are hitting you left, right, and center right now. But that also gives us the opportunity to say, you know what, I'm saying no to this. I'm releasing this with peace and love for my highest good, for everybody's highest good. Things have a way of definitely resolving themselves and working themselves out here. So maybe just hold off, just hold off on whatever, I would say, whatever sort of like conversation, confrontation, anything it is that you feel that you might have to go about, because things are working themselves out and you don't have to worry about that. And there's happy family life that is being promised here for you. So things might be a bit all over the place. Things are sort of like all over the place for everybody at the moment, Sagittarius. All right. But whatever a comfortable, a positive, home family dynamic means to you, this is coming about for you. All right. That is being resolved, that is coming out for you, that is sort of like being orchestrated by the universe for you right now. Okay, let's look at personal relationships, family, friends, loved ones. So you got the Page of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and Temperance energy, which is your energy. So on the one end, it feels that there's all this, It's like, well, there's all this beautiful new love that is here in your life. You know, it can be romantic or whatever really makes your heart smile, because pages are about epiphanies. It's about new starts. It's about new thoughts. It's about how can I do this? How can I change this? What could be next? What is new? What are the new flowers that are popping up in the garden, basically? And so there's a lot of beautiful new that is happening for you in your, I would say, your home life dynamic. But on the other hand, there are all these other challenges. There, you know, like maybe you're trying to, um, maybe you're trying to work things in a way that it works for everyone, that it's good for everyone, and it kind of may feel that your best efforts are met with, you know, a sense of almost like, how do I say this? It's almost like it feels like you are giving out with good vibes, but you've got a sense of like ungratefulness that is coming back to you. And also remember, Sagittarius, it's very important to remember that just because we perceive a situation a certain way doesn't mean that that is literally what it is. Because remember, we perceive life from our point of view, from our emotional point. Um, and just because we perceive something to be a certain way doesn't mean that that's the way that it is. Okay? Um, but the things are working themselves out here for you. So whether you get super involved, where you just hand over to the higher power, either way, things are working out here for you. Romance, close ties, everything is really working out, and it's working out for your highest good as well. All right, which is why if I were you, I would personally hold off on trying to take matters into my own hands for now. Okay, for now, that's what I would do. Okay, not saying that is what you should do, but that's what I would do if I were in your shoes. Message from Swords, you got the Two of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Five of Swords. So yeah, difficult changes happening over here. Again, I see you trying to compensate, or not so much compensate. I see you trying to be mindful of everyone and um, to sort of like, what is the right word here now? Because it's, you know, when I'm stuck for words, it usually means that in your energy, you are stuck for words. Okay? Because this is one of those senses where you are trying to be accommodative. It's more like the right word towards all parties involved. But it could also feel that the more you try to do that, the more you sort of like sacrifice yourself. And I know that a lot of you are not going to like this when I say this, but the question to really ask yourself is, might I not be overthinking things here, giving myself anxiety and stress and fear and, you know, sleepless nights and stuff like that, over something that I might be greatly amplifying in my mind? Maybe it's not as bad as I see it to be, you know? Yes, it's good to be proactive in life and it's good to take preventative measures in life, but be careful that you are not sort of driving yourself insane through things that you don't have to be driving yourself insane through. You know what I mean? Okay? Maybe if you open yourself to the idea here that maybe things will work themselves out. Okay? A lot of you, now, I want you to hear me and I want you to hear me well, Sagittarius. A lot of you are experiencing your current problems, your current challenges and things like that, you know, things that really make you feel uncomfortable because of certain things that are not resolved in your past. All right, traumas, childhood things and stuff like that. And here's the thing about that: you can say, I don't care about that, that's in the past, I'm not interested in that, but it's until you have faced your past challenges and until you have worked through your past challenges, they are going to continue um, causing havoc in your life. They won't stop because it's part of the truth and the consciousness of who you are. Okay? So ignoring something, it's not going to bring you the peace of mind that you are looking for. And the thing to also remember is, if you are going through a challenging stage right now, you know, be that with people, circumstances, whatever, eventually those people and circumstances will leave because life keeps on changing. But if you don't resolve this, if you don't sort of like, you know, look in the mirror of truth and face whatever's holding you back, that situation will recreate itself through a different set of circumstances and a different person in a different situation. And when this happens, every time it's amplified. So the question is, do you really want this? Because it's not pleasant. Okay? Let's clarify for you that career, money, and goals. And it seems like everything is very mushed together here at the moment. You know, everything is very mushed together for you, Sagittarius. Let's see what is some guidance for you around that. So money, career, and goals. What's happening? What's happening? Okay, you see? Cards are popping all over the place like crazy. Okay, so in energy, energy expresses itself in different ways. Okay, so sometimes in life we think we've got a couple of different problems, but it's really the same energy expressing itself in different ways. So you've got the Ten of Wands here. You have got the, not the Magician, sorry, but maybe the, oh, there's the Magician. I didn't even see it. Whoa. So the High Priestess energy, Moon energy, needs and deep emotions. What do you need? Have you been putting your own needs on the back burner because you're supposed to be, you know, a good person, a good employee, a good colleague, a good mother, father, friend, brother, sister, whatever, you know, a good data capturer, and then also here with Mercury energy, Magician energy, communication energy. So there's a lot of messages here for you in this clarification. So first of all, there are certain emotional things, unresolved emotional things, Sagittarius, that is having a negative impact on your career, on your goals, on your money. So this is coming out now for you over and over in this reading. There are certain things that you need to deal with, that you need to release and let go. And it's usually, you know, a lot of times when we are faced with conflicts, we want to get rid of the problem, the person, the situation, you know, whatever it is. But remember that the person, situation, circumstances is a manifestation of a deeper truth within yourself. So rather do the introspection and see, what is it within me that is bringing this about? What is the situation reflecting to me about me? What is this challenge reflecting to me? And when you work at releasing that, then consequently, the problem goes away. The person moves away, or you have a different, you know, you meet like each other in the middle. You have a different middle ground. Somehow they speak to you. You know what I mean? Okay? Don't be afraid to hand over to the universe. Don't be afraid to ask source for help. You know, whether you pray or do a vision board or whatever it is that you do, call in your resources, call in your higher selves, call upon the help of a higher power and say to me, what is the best thing for me to do here? Okay? Because you may be taking steps that are, you know, expensive. You may be taking, you know, you might be bending over backwards. You might be looking at changing careers. You might want to report someone in your career or whatever. Well, meanwhile, if you calm the storm within, the outside will also be calm. Okay? Let's look at close relationship, family ties, romance, that sort of vibe for you, Sagittarius. What is going on? So there's a lot happening here in your energy, like a super lot. Okay? And again, be very careful of saying, well, you know, like if there's one thing, Sag, that you want to be careful of, you know, a lot of times, first of all, remember, everybody doesn't see the world the same. And everybody also has their own things that they're dealing with. But a lot of times, you know, one of the favorite or very typical sort of line that you will hear with Sagittarius people is like, I'm seeing this, this and that, and this means this and that for me. So to me, when I look at this, this is what I am seeing, and this is what I'm understanding, which is true for you. But just because that's what you're understanding, seeing, and feeling doesn't mean that it's true for the other person. You know what I mean? But there's a motivation here that you are rather best letting go of. Okay? So looking at your closer ties relationships, we've got a Hermit energy here. You are tired. You need some time. You need a break. Okay? You are tired. And then we've got the Empress energy here, Venus energy, beauty and pleasure, and also the Eight of Wands. You are tired. You need a break. You need a rest. You need a recuperation. And a lot of times we're going to say to ourselves, well, I can't do this right now because, you know, parents actually get into that space quite a lot. I can't do this right now because I have to do this, you know, or I can't do that, or, you know, I can't be the bad partner or the bad husband, wife, you know, whatever. But when you burn yourself out, and when you know that you burned out and you keep on still going, missioning forward like the brave soldier, you're really only shooting yourself in the foot because troubles become worse, okay? Because the inner storm becomes worse, okay? Lot of wonderful solutions here that are available to you, but you got to open yourself to them. Because you see, if you look at the correlation, if you are, let's say you've got past things going on and they are, resulting in all these unpleasant current things happening, you focus on the current things that are happening on the outside, which means you give it energy, which means they get worse, and then you act from that point. And because you are tired, you keep on running in the same cycle over and over and over, and it gets worse and worse and worse, okay? So it's always easy to see that it's the other person, but is it the other person or is it you? All right? And until we are willing to have that sort of conversation with ourselves, which isn't always easy and pleasant, then maybe you need to get someone to help you with that. But until we stop doing that, we do what you are doing at the moment, and it's overcompensation, which makes you more and more tired. All right, overcompensating in things that you don't even need to overcompensate, doing things that you don't expect, and that is when we start having the experience where we feel like I'm doing everything for everyone and nobody's giving me anything back. All right, it's always important to understand what is the motivation behind my actions, because the motivation always determines the outcome. All right. What are we clarifying? Messages from spirits, guides, and source. Okay, you may not like what this message is saying to you, Sagittarius, and you can ignore it. But then it just means that your troubles, they get worse and worse and worse. I mean, who wants that? All right. Message from source. 6 of Wands. Victory and success in every way, shape, and form. 3 of Swords, your heart is ready. Aquarius energy coming in here for you with the star energy. There's great potential for growth here for you, Sagittarius. Amazing potential for growth. Like I'm talking about, mega growth is possible. And you know what? A lot of times when we are experiencing the conflicts that you are experiencing right now, it is our subconscious mind, our energy, our higher self that is wanting to say to us, hey, Sag, you're ready for more. There's more that's available. As soon as you can let this go, you can have that. That is the sort of thing, basically. As soon as you let this go, you can have that. All right? And so you need to do a little bit of work over there. Okay? Let's get you a general message from the universe, beautiful Sag. Let's see what it is that we have here for you. If it resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you sharing the reading with somebody who might need it, or just subscribing, liking. It really, really helps me. And you also get to see the daily messages that I'm posting here to help you grow in life. Okay? So, general message from the universe for Sagittarius. What is it that you need to know? What is it that you need to be aware of? What is going to be for your highest, greatest, most incredible, fantastic, good, and growth? So we got the 7 of Pentacles coming out there, which is really, really powerful. I think, and I'm speaking under a huge amount of correction here, but I think that Virgo also got this in this position in a very powerful way, but I may be wrong. 7 of Pentacles, justice energy, Libra energy, things balancing out, things working out for your highest good, and also the Queen of Cups. So you've planted a very positive, very powerful seeds here, and it's time for you to come into your shine now. And there's a lot of helpful people that can come in for you now, but you have to open your heart, mind, and soul to that. And also some of you need to really work on trust, because there's a sense of maybe not having that closer ties that you might like to have, or the support that you want to have. But if we don't have trust towards people and life and the universe and source in general, then we can't have that, because we are then withholding it from ourselves. So maybe really think about that. Okay, so that's what I got for you, my beautiful Sagittarius. I hope that it helps. If any of you are interested in a deeper exploration of your energy or your possibilities, then you can always go ahead and book a personal reading with me. The details on how to do that is down below in the description. Till next time, ciao, ciao, ciao.